Hello YouTube, this is the Klein Reef here with my first request video, so this is kind of a exciting process for me, I think. I got a request from DJ Truth 62 on my last update video on how I feed my torch coral. I mentioned it in the video, but I never actually explained how I did it. So this is a little bit of a, I guess a little lesson on how I feed my torch coral. Okay, so the first thing I do is I take a cube of mysis shrimp and I put it in a net, a brine shrimp net, which is sitting in a bowl, okay, or a cup, or whatever this little glass is. And what I do is I take some of my aquarium water from here, from my washed out beaker that I stole from bio class, take it from there, and I pour it all over my desk, is what I do. I pour it over the mysis cube. And I keep doing that until it's submerged. So here it is. I think that's probably enough. See? Now it's sitting in a vat of my own fish tank water. So you let that melt. Won't take very long. So yep. Let it melt, let it melt. Also still the syringe from my bio class. Came with a needle, but I'm not a drug addict, so I don't use it. And kind of break it up, help it out, help it melt. And you can see why I don't just throw the cube in there, because the water that it's sitting in now used to be that clear. So that's all the crap that you do not want in your fish tank or reef tank or whatever kind of tank you got. And I usually feed it with the syringe, but for the purposes of this video, I don't want me struggling to suck up the mysis shrimp. So what I'm going to do is use my tweezers that were sitting around here for the last 5 days to feed them. But now that I actually need something, they're gone. So I guess I'm not using tweezers. Probably should have planned this video out a little bit better. But that's the premise of being a YouTube novice. Okay, so once that's melted-ish, you take it out. Take out the brine, the mysis shrimp, put it somewhere else, and you dump this crap out. What do? I dump it down the drain. Don't want it. Okay. So come back, fill it up with your same aquarium water. Okay, this is so awkward doing this one-handed because I have to hold my phone. I do all my updates from my phone for some reason because I always forget my camera. Okay, so now take your little syringe or tweezers or whatever you want, or however you use it, and you suck up the mysis shrimp into the tube. I'm not a doctor, so I can't do this one-handed. So here, I'll be back. So I'll see if you guys can see it in here. Can take the syringe, suck up a couple mysis shrimp, enough to feed it. Mine. Okay. So I got a little bit mysis shrimp attached to the front of my syringe here. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to drop your phone. Okay. You're going to take your tube or tweezers or whatever, remove your mysis shrimp, and you're going to give it to your torch coral. And it's going to take it, and it's going to ball it up, and it's going to bring it to its mouth. Whatever I learned to let it kind of drift in, but I could never get it to drift because my clownfish would always eat it because they hang out by the torch coral. So what I do is I kind of push it into the tentacles by the current. So you can see, I don't know if you can see my clownfish. Oh no, you can't. They're right on the right. So you just kind of liquefied mysis shrimp. So there he goes. And so yeah, it balls up and brings it towards its mouth. and if it rejects it, then basically it means it was either too big or too small, or it didn't like it. So I figured out that this one doesn't like brine shrimp, and it spit it right out. My clownfish ate it. 'Cause brine shrimp don't have a lot of nutritional value anyway. But yeah, that's how I target feed my torch coral. Sorry for the lack of skill by taking this video. It's my very first video on actually recording how I do that. Usually it takes a little bit more of an elaborate process, but yeah, it bunches up and it eats the torch, or it eats the mysis shrimp. Yeah, so thank you DJ Truth for my first request video. For whoever is watching this video, make sure you check out his videos. They're kind of interesting. So if you have any questions on how to do this or any advice, just let me know and I'll be happy to help out or find out how to help. See you, YouTube.